Good evening. My name is Buffy. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Happy to have you. Just to give you a little bit of info on me and who I am, I'm actually a women's lifestyle creator on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, discussing issues such as marriage, family, children, self-empowerment, self-improvement, biohacking, lifestyle hacks, as well as self-empowerment, self-improvement, microbiome, fitness and nutrition, affirmations, ways to level up. My ultimate goal is to provide you with information that can give you a level up and inspire you and help you live your best life so that you are living your best life and showing your kids what's possible and that, things can actually happen if we set our minds to it. And then ultimately having the legacy of living a good life that you've enjoyed and that you've loved and passing that down to your family, your children and your grandchildren and such. So welcome back, friends. Today we're going to talk about raising world-ready kids, practicing diversity and inclusion at home. If you've ever wondered how to talk to your children about race, gender, and culture without making it awkward or accidentally teaching bias, this episode is for you. I talk fast, so grab a pen or open your notes app because we're diving into real-life ways to raise kids who lead with empathy, compassion, and open minds, starting right at your kitchen table. Children notice differences as toddlers. Silence lets stereotypes fill the gaps. Home is the first classroom. As a homeschooling mom, I definitely relate to this. I have 5 children. I currently homeschool 4 of them. And I plan to homeschool the 5th when the time comes. She's just very little right now. But ultimately, that is important. Education should start at home. Parents should take an active role in their children and decide what values they want to share with their children. Because we are the place where they learn their values. Goal, not to give them all the answers, but to build curiosity and, most importantly, respect. Swap, we don't see color with, we see and celebrate differences. Kids learn that noticing diversity is positive. Let's talk about building the foundation. How do you do that? Model curiosity. Let kids hear you say, I don't know, let's find out together, rather than acting like you know everything because no one knows everything. Language of respect. Use people first language. A child who uses a wheelchair instead of the disabled child, because it's almost like you're putting a negative mark on that child. Everyday representation. Books, toys, and media featuring diverse races, family structures, abilities, and cultures. Community immersion. Farmers markets, cultural festivals, and neighborhood events expand perspective. Talking about race. Start simple, grow complex. Toddlers, talk about skin tones and fairness. Grade school, history and social systems. Teens, structural racism and allyship. Avoid the colorblind trap. Celebrate differences instead of pretending that they don't exist. Active listening, ask, what do you think that means after a tough headline or a school incident? Gender and identity. Language matters. Normalize saying boys, girls, and non-binary friends. Challenge stereotypes. Share stories of male nurses, female engineers, and people across the gender spectrum. Support exploration. If a child wants to try a non-traditional toy or sport, cheer them on. Let's talk about culture and faith. Invite. Don't exoticize. Learn about holidays like Diwali, Ramadan, and Hanukkah with the same excitement as Christmas. Cook and create. Make foods from different cuisines together while discussing traditions. Travel and place, documentaries, world music nights, and virtual museum tours. Also talking, most importantly, I think, would be avoiding misconceptions and pitfalls. Tokenism. Don't spotlight one friend or event as your diverse moment. One and done talks. Inclusion is an ongoing practice, not a single lecture. Savior complex. Teach partnership and solidarity, not pity. And assumptions. Ask questions before making conclusions about someone's culture or identity. Everyday habits sustain inclusion. Rotate diverse books monthly. Keep a family culture calendar to highlight holidays and heritage months. Encourage kids to notice whose voices are missing in stories or news. And when you mess up, model apologies. I said something that wasn't respectful. I'm learning. Show growth. Let kids see you read, listen, and digest. Raising inclusive kids isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Your home can be the training ground for empathy that ripples outward into schools, friendships, and eventually workplaces and communities. Big conversations belong at home. In this 30-minute episode, we broke down how to talk about race, gender, and culture in real, age-appropriate ways, so our kids grow into adults who value empathy and celebrate difference. If this episode gave you a fresh idea or two, share it with a friend or post your family's favorite diverse children's book on Instagram and tag me, recovering_perfectionist_mama, on either TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. I love seeing your inclusive finds, and don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe so more families can join this movement of raising world-ready kids. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll tune in again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.